with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Committee will please come to order. We do have a written posting in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code is amended, known as the Texas Open Meetings Act. Any comments from the public? Minutes, March 19th and March 21st. Thank you. All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 5 is reports. I don't think I had any reports. Anyone have a report? Would you like to just talk just a little bit about the meeting that we had this morning at 10:30, just short?
Yes, we had a district judge, I guess courthouse security, what we call it, meeting that we are mandated to have now, at least once a year, I think.
Isn't that through the Office of Courthouse Security or some?
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Basically, we just discussed safety concerns with our courthouse here as what we can do to better the security. Without necessarily putting us in a bigger bind than we're already in financially. So what we've discussed is we're funneling people obviously to the district court for one. You know, when you come up the stairs to go to the district courtroom, we're gonna try to funnel the public to the left at all times. use the right for employees only, for the courthouse personnel, employees that are working. Also, designating a room. We're still discussing on which room that will be, but designating a room to put our inmates in, our subjects that we have in our incarcerated that are doing court, instead of them having to sit in the courtroom and basically listen and hear and watch the judge. You know, have a room we can put them in for their safety, the judge's safety, everybody's safety, and keep them separated with an officer obviously present there.
And have a keypad on the door that is on the east side to the district courtroom, so that
only employees will be able to come through that door.
Direction. Everybody else like to come around the other way to go through the metal detector.
Yes. So that's one way that we can make some changes without necessarily changing our manpower or the way we already do things. We just need to make sure we're funneling people where they need to go. Another thing we discussed was obviously we have too many doors open on the courthouse. That's been an issue for years, but in our discussion we decided that we believe the best way to handle that situation, because you know we always Deputy Jones does a good job of watching those cameras, knowing who's moving around the property, coming in and out. Well, obviously he's having to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors. So we have decided to close the west door in the bottom and the east door in the bottom, and basically lock it. We're going to put a key code on those as well, to where the employees can come in and out, but the public will not be allowed to do those doors, and we'll have chains and signs up that says no public access, like they do at several other courthouses. I use Navarro's on a regular basis because I deal with them quite a bit, and that's what they've got. They've got 2 open doors, entryways that they use, and they've got the chain that says no public access, and that way they can funnel and watch the public come in and out the same way, and then make it easier on Larry Jones. Instead of watching about 12 different cameras as far as entries, you can get it down to about 4, because he can watch the handicap, which we'll leave open downstairs, so the handicap still have an open way, and it's watched by a camera inside and out, and the front door will remain open. We're going to lock the back door, and it will be locked pretty much at all times, except when we're transporting inmates to and from the jail. And then at that time, we'll have another security person or office personnel from the judge's office unlock the door, walk the inmates in, lock it right back, and then vice versa. So it'll stay locked. So basically, your entry points to this courthouse will be a lot more secure, for one, and more manageable to watch, because all you'll have is people coming in through the front door, up the stairs to the front door, and to the handicap. What else? Am I forgetting anything?
The prisoners won't be sitting in the courtroom. They'll be
Right, we're going to try to designate a room for them to keep them separated.
Jeremy, what about, is CPS court done on the district floor, or is it CPS?
Yes. We discussed, I
Those are
think,
the main things.
yeah, those are the main things, yes. Anything else I left out?
Anybody else have a report? All right, then we'll go to item number 6, burn ban. Hold that thought.
should they hold it?
Hold that thought. Burn ban?
Our firefighters have been pretty busy, and the wind's been really up. I know it's supposed to rain, so that's a determining factor. But man, the wind's been really high lately. And, well, they've been running like crazy at fire.
Would think people would know not to burn when the wind is high.
Unfortunately, we got to control that wind.
You would think.
too.
One would think.
Yeah, but we're supposed to get a pretty significant rain, from my understanding. But
It can still burn.
it can still burn. That's right. And it's Pretty windy.
If there's no action, then the burn ban will remain off. Item number 7 is special road use agreements. Item number 8, bonds or education certificates. Item 9. That will be,
Yeah, I have I think it's a 1989 Chevrolet truck that was brought to my barn. It belonged to the Strickland Fire Department. They brought it to my barn a year or so ago. It's been sitting there and I want to dispose of it, so we're gonna ask that we be able to sell that piece of equipment and get it off of inventory. It's just a flatbed truck that's very little use to anybody. It hadn't been cranked since it's been there. They drug it over there and it's still there, so I'd like to ask that we sell that piece of equipment.
is that a
I'll
motion?
make a motion to sell it.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 10 is consider elect, well, and would you get with the auditor about selling that? Item number 10, election poll book sales order agreement.
Oh,
Although you have that, you have the original, and it's the same as our previous one that we had done, nothing's different. So it's been approved for us to buy, and that's just the contract to be signed, and the $12.95 is been received and all.
So it's the same, we approved the purchase last time, now we're just approving the agreement.
Yes,
Sales
ma'am.
order agreement.
Yes,
Is there a
ma'am.
motion?
How much does that $12.95 cost on this? That's the insurance bill?
No, no, 12.95 is just that form that you have to have.
What does it cost to do that?
Nothing, just doing it.
They don't have to put up a bond, you know? But they do have to build a bridge.
You do what?
But they do have to get $12.95 bond.
It's contract, that's the determination, is if it is a contract and it comes before the board to be signed, we have to have 12.95.
That is just a certificate of interested party showing there is no conflict of interest, that's all it is. Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the sales order agreement?
I'll make a motion to approve
Second.
Several seconds, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 11. Yes. Item number 11 is to consider this Freestone County Historical Museum contract for services. And the contract for services is that the provider will maintain historical information, items, and collections for the benefit of the citizens of Freestone County, and they receive local visitors and visitors from all areas of the United States, and that we will provide whatever is in the budget each year to them to help them to provide those services. Do we have a motion?
Do we have a 12.95 on that as well?
Ma'am?
Do we have a 12.95?
We do have. Is there a motion?
Okay. Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Comments from commissioners, court members?
How are we coming along on the quote? What is that quote there?
The architect had gotten back what he was waiting for from the engineer. And I went over last week and we talked about a few things that they had not changed, like the height of the judges' benches and a few things like that. But he said he hoped to get this to us to advertise at the end of this week or the first of next week. And then it will advertise for 2 weeks and then we'll approve it again. So hopefully we are soon.